I mean, we're not going anywhere, but you go ahead and, I mean, we'll wait because, it's not like we got anything better to do than wait. Yeah, get a coffee. If you're watching, it's in the evening. Get a drink, glass of wine, maybe some cheese. All right. So what I was gonna say was back to school. There's a number of movies that we grew up with, right? Let's focus on the 80s for a minute. Movies we grew up with. And we say to ourselves, God, I remember this movie. It was so funny. It was so good. And then you go and you watch it again, and you might still think it's funny, right? Because at minimum, you're getting the nostalgia effect of it was funny when you were a kid.
Very true.
But now I have young adult children. I have 2 daughters, right?
Yeah.
One about to graduate high school, the other one 2 years from graduating high school. My point is that they're old enough to either get the joke or get why the joke's not. They're woke. Yeah. Thank you.
And they have no tolerance for the context of when it came out.
Right. So, granted, you can watch a movie. Let's think. You watch a movie that came out in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. Every decade.
They love musicals, which is odd.
But even some of the greatest films of all time, frankly, Scarlett. I don't give a damn. Thank you. I can remember the line. I can't remember the movie. If you actually watch the movie, there's deep-rooted racism.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if you put it in the context of when it was filmed,
plantation
and
waiting for Sherman to come burn it down.
What period the movie is supposed to represent, you can say to yourself, it's in context. Now, I'm not going to get into a whole tirade. I'm not going to make excuses for some movies that, out of context, are just bad. Or don't do a very good job of being anywhere near even trying to be politically correct, let alone even decent. There's some rough stuff out there. But you watch a movie like Back to School, you watch a movie like 16 Candles, and yes, clearly they're even for me, some of them are kind of like, ooh, I can't believe we said stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, even movies where it's subtle. I mean, I was watching the first with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, the first Lethal Weapon movie, and at one point, Mel Gibson's on. There's an explosion, there's some fire, and Danny Glover starts patting him on the back, and he's like, "What are you, an F or something?" See, and that's what I'm saying. Even now, I'm not going to say it.
I think the first 2 Bill and Ted's they say it.
Oh yeah, I mean, what my children refer to, and again, these are young adult children. The gay F word. They once told me they use the gay F word, and I'm like, is there a different version of fuck? Again, please bear in mind, it really was just I didn't get it. It didn't click in my head. They're of a different generation. They are far more woke and aware of these things. So the challenge has become, it used to be when they were younger, you would choose movies based on, okay, does it have graphic violence? Is it too psychological? Is there nudity, right? These might be common things you think to yourself, is this appropriate for watching with my kids? Now it's almost, and this never happened when I grew up, it's flipping to where now it's like my kids are questioning whether it's appropriate that I should still be watching a particular movie. It's hard. These struggles are real.
Not wrong.
It's kind of like they're not wrong. I get it.
We're not wrong.
And we're not wrong. How does the dilemma is it's an enigma. It's an enigma wrapped in a conundrum, tied with a I don't know. An I don't know bow. All right. So now we're legitimately
wrapped in the Sunday edition New York Times crossword.
Yeah. In other words, I'm lost,
Nobody's
and I just felt I needed to share that with somebody because we tried watching the other day. One that I thought was fairly benign was The Breakfast Club, and even that has some questionable scenes in it. In fact, I think the one that we really missed, which is one of those movies that I love, 2 movies that I love that I really that you can't watch, and one came out in '86 and one came out I think just before. One Crazy Summer. And
that still holds up, I think.
I'm not saying it doesn't hold up. There's definitely scenes and moments in it. It's like that's more of gender exploitation.
Yeah.
And then you have the other John Cusack
Oh, Better Off Dead.
Better Off Dead.
Yeah.
And that one, well,
That one probably ages a little bit rougher.
yeah, that one's a little bit rougher. I mean, when the safest thing is talking about the street value cocaine of snow on a mountain is the safe part. Yeah, it might be a little bit rough, but still, one of my favorites. So.
Yeah.
So now's the official time where we've given you a couple breaks. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. All right, so we're at one of my favorite parts of the show, the segment I like to call trivia. We're going off script a little bit. We got some really great feedback around trivia last time. If you watched the other video cast, we had, I think it was Harry Potter and Star Trek. Mike got Star Trek, I got Harry Potter, and I lost pretty miserably in the Harry Potter trivia. I got some grief from some folks about some of those questions that I missed. Apparently, a lot of Harry Potter fans out there. So we're gonna do trivia. This is gonna be a little bit different. So what I have here is this great game called Timeline, and this is the music and cinema edition. I've removed. We had some cards from last time. I removed those cards, and what we're gonna do here is here's how we're gonna play the game. Right? The rules are very simple. We're going to each pick randomly 5 cards. And if you don't know the game, on one side they have the name of a movie or music. In this case, this is The Great Escape. And on the other side, they have the year that it was released. Now, when you normally play the game, read the rules if you want to know how you normally play the game. Here's how we're going to play the game. We are each going to just grab 5 cards. I'm going to do it right here. I'm just going to take some cards here, and I'm going to grab 5 at random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do the same. Keep the year down. We don't want to see the year. Okay? And this is going to be a little bit more, hopefully, even and fair instead of it being, Star Trek trivia or Harry Potter trivia. And I'm gonna leave them stacked up so we can't see them. So we got 5 cards each of some random music and cinema. So here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to play the game. I will go back and forth. I will start with one of mine. And you will have to guess the year it was released. Now, if you guess the exact year, you get 2 points. If you guess plus or minus 1 year before, year after, you still get 1 point. You keep track for me, Mr. Stenopad. If you get anything else, then you get 0 points. And obviously, the winner is the person who gets the most points. What's going to happen for the winner or the loser? I don't know. We'll just find out. It's really more the fun of if minimum, absolute strong bragging rights. So without further ado, getting right into it, we are going to start with Mike's first selection. It is Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis. What year did Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis come out?
I'm going to go 58.
1958. The correct answer is 1957. Ooh. Wow! Mike gets 1 point for Great Balls of Fire. Nice. I would have been way off. Way off. All right. Mine.
You're going, oh, this isn't fair.
He says that, now you know I'm going to totally botch it. Okay.
Alien.
Alien? Ooh, yes. See, you'll probably get me on this. Alien was... Alien was I'm going to go 1979.
Yes it is.
That's it? Oh!
1979.
Nice. I knew it was late 70s, but I thought it was 78 or 79. All right, so 2 points for me. All right, here we go, Mike. The Big Lebowski. Joel Cohen. The Big Lebowski.
Oh, Fargo was
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. 7th of September. 7th of September.
Oh, I'm going to go... 19 97.
97? The correct answer is 1998.
God damn it.
Ooh. So close. Mike gets 1 point. All right.
What year did the movie The Bridge on the River Kwai come out?
1966.
1957.
And that's because I had never seen it. No idea. 0 points for me. And just like that. All right, Mike, here's one. Born to be Alive by Patrick Hernandez. Born to be alive. Born to be alive. Time was on my side.
70s. So let's go.
Born to be alive.
77.
1979.
Oh.
79. All right.
What early disco.
All right. Okay.
All right. What year did Like a Virgin come out?
Like a Virgin. I'm going to go with 1982.
84.
Oh! I literally was like 82 or 84 because I was thinking it was like right at the launch of MTV, but. Oh! Okay. Well, so what? We're still tied. We might have to have a sudden death tiebreaker. Way of the Dragon. Bruce Lee's
Way of the
Dragon.
Way of the Dragon.
Bruce Lee, Way of the Dragon.
I will go 68.
1972. All right, we're still tied. All right, Mike, I'm ready.
What year did the movie The Terminator come out?
1984.
1984.
Yeah! All right. Well, Mike, it really comes
You
down to
have
this
two
card.
gimmies.
If you don't get,
Bullshit. This is bullshit.
it was all random, man. All random. Here we go. Candle in the Wind by Elton John. What year did Candle in the Wind? Goodbye, Norma Jean. It came out in this year,
1974.
1973. Oh! All right.
Fuck you.
Well, we'll go with the last card. It's 4-3. Let me see if I can really lock in the win here.
The final countdown.
The final countdown. Ooh, 1987.
86.
Ooh! Fucker. Brings us to, what is the final tally master?
Dave 5, me 3.
Ah! And I totally redeemed myself. Anyway, if you enjoyed playing our version of the game or you want to play it by the real rules, that was Timeline. That was fun for me. I enjoyed it.